Welcome back to another episode of Dark Cloud. I'm Mar, and I finished my farming. So we are back. We're on floor 11 now. I even revived Goro, as you can see, and got his weapon up to a +5. So, yeah, now we're just hoping that we actually find a weapon. Okay, no, I'm not fighting these things as Goro. These things are really annoying to fight as Goro, so we're just gonna... That just did 256 damage, huh? That sure did just destroy that man, huh? Sakura, when you just casually swing your sword and the guy's just dead on the ground already, and you're like, oh, huh. You know, you just slightly attack and it atomizes your opponent, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were stronger than that. Okay. Let's open this at Amelia. So, interestingly, Goro is the least liked by the overall community of people who play Dark Cloud and stuff like that, and honestly, I don't really get why. And most of the reasons that they level at him don't actually make sense. They're like, he's the only one who's here for selfish reasons. Like, everyone is here for selfish reasons. What? Like, excuse me? They're like, he's the only one who's not here just purely to save the world. Like, you know, because he's all like, I'm gonna be better than my father or whatever. I'm just gonna do it for personal reasons, but like, gosh, no. I'm just gonna be annoyed that hit me, and then just enjoy the fact that hit him. Yeah, this is why these guys are annoying here, Goro. Because they just kind of do that. But anyways, as I was saying, hey, got another sundew. I'm not gonna actually use that sundew this floor or this journey into the dungeon at all for reasons. I want to get a weapon for Goro first, so that way I can level his weapon up. And I also want to get I want to go back to town at some point and take Chopper and Bandit Slingshot up to the next tier. And the reason I'm waiting until I go back to town is to make sure that there's not actually a stat penalty for doing so, because it's not necessarily true that every upgrade will always have higher max stats than the one below it. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to get caught in that trap. It's not super common, but it's not impossible either. I only know of one example of it, but that doesn't mean that there aren't others. There could just be ones I'm not in the know about. So yeah, so we're not going to use the sundew just yet. I do not want to go to a special area just yet. When we do use the sundew, it'll probably explicitly be on floor 10, might be off camera. Just because floor 10 seemed like a really good place to level, because those enemies are easy to beat for all 3 characters, once you figure out their pattern. Because Goro can just invincibility frame through the time when those enemies charge at you, and both Tone and Zhao can defeat them with speed. So, and Zhao is even ranged, so she has even less of a problem against those poor melee werewolves. Poor jerks don't even get up to her. They just die at range. Honestly feel a little bad for them, but it's fine. Also, if you have been paying attention to the way I'm upgraded, it might seem like I'm showing strong favoritism towards Tone's weapons, and you're not wrong, I am. part of the reason I'm doing that is that way, like, his stats are gonna max out first, and then I can use his maxed out self to farm all of the materials I need to upgrade everyone else's weapon. Because you can't purely use gems to upgrade people's weapons. At least it's not super efficient too. Not because gems aren't efficient, they are. It's the getting of the gems that just isn't super efficient. Although, we'll see how well I can get the fishing trick to work. Because there is a fishing trick that gets you a lot of fishing points really quickly. I've never gotten it to work very quickly. So if I can improve my skill at that and get that to work consistently and quickly, then that might be what I do instead. And at that point, it doesn't really matter because, you know, it doesn't matter if Tone's stats max out before everyone else's. I was going to max out everyone's stats anyway, you know? It doesn't matter who goes first, right? It's irrelevant. Right, on to the next episode. Oh, so interesting rant time. I've been thinking recently about why tech support is so bad at most places. And there are a few reasons. The first, oh hey, here's Goro's limited floor. Thankfully we've got him with this is literally as good as this weapon's realistically going to get. I got struck from behind while going for the healing item, and that's just really unfortunate that I'm losing half my money like that. I mean, I don't really care at this point in the game because I don't really need money yet, but like, that still hurts. It's still 3,000 money. Anyway, while I'm back in town, let me go and do the selling of the goods below. Because boy do I have some goods to sell. At least a significant portion of my money was in goods, right? You know, that's always good. Yeah, like I've got all this stuff that I've just been stealing. By the way, you can steal stand-in powder from the werewolves. Do not leave yet. That is the wrong button. Eat bread. And sell the treasure key, I don't need that. And then buy some repair powder. Okay. We good. That's all we need. Why didn't I sell the bread? Habits are strong, man. Okay, there we go. Onward and upward. We have plenty of stuff to do still. So let's continue onward. Okay, yeah, we'll save real quick, then back into the dungeon we go. At least we didn't make it super far in that floor, right? So we didn't really lose a lot of time. I just did some management that I was gonna do later now. Okay, into territory 12. Let's go. Come at me, you hooligans. Fight me. Ow. I have to say I disagree with what just happened. May I just say that I disagree with that spin not hitting the hornet behind me? Because it absolutely should have. I forgot that this one was a teleporter. Annoying teleporter at that. Let me just go over here, open this treasure chest. Oh hey, look, another treasure key. I just got rid of one of these. Ugh. don't have any antidotes. Huh. Guess I'll be making frequent trips back to that spot there. Oh hey, there are king mimics here. Oh hey, there's one of those here. I'm just gonna... Yeah. I'm just gonna search the other rooms, because I really don't want to fight those 3 enemies. Hey, would you mind? I resent what just happened there. I resent many parts of that whole interaction, and I just want to be clear that I resent that. I want everyone to be aware of that resentment, because I truly do resent it very much. Eh. Easy. Is this a... Yeah, it is. Gosh darn, I really wish that you could do that from far enough away that it wouldn't. I think there is a little bit of space there where you can hit it without examining it, but it is not enough space. Okay, there's the map. Disagree. Disagree. Disagree with that hornet's existence, so I fixed it. You know? That's what you do when you disagree with someone. You beat them with your hammer until they wait a second. Wait a second. I'm starting to think that that might not be the proper way to disagree with someone. I'm not certain, but saying it out loud, that doesn't sound quite right. Oh well. When in Rome, I suppose. You know, everyone here seems to be solving their problems like this. So, when in Rome. Ow. You, come on. No. Stop. Anyway, mallet 5 prepared. There you go, buddy. Okay. Onward we go. Onward to Tears, probably. I think the thing that makes Witch Eliza most annoying is that it's very easy to get hit just because Goro's attacks are slow enough that Witch Eliza can just throw an attack at you. And it's like, you didn't do anything wrong. The game just hit you for existing. Until Goro gets another weapon, I really don't care to fight more than I have to, because, like, weapon, this just isn't matter. You know? It's not a weapon that I can make any stronger than it is. Anyway, let's see if... Oops, that's not what I meant to try and give you. Let's see if one of the 2 items I got is the item I need. Neither of them is... means I have to go fight that set of 3 enemies that I really didn't want to fight, but hey. Don't always get what you want. Here's your proof. Remember that in the future, I guess. That's today's informative lesson. You do not always get what you want. So, while I'm thinking about it, this is not all related, but I'm putting that up there. They think it prevents you from dying. That is not what I meant to target with that. Yep, revival powder used. Cool. Uh-huh. That went exactly how I didn't want it to. Okay, got one of them. Oh, there's my ticket out of here. I don't care. I don't care. Give me that. Give me that. I'm out. Bye. See you, nerds. So I used a revival powder for that, but I cleared the floor, so who's the real winner, right? Spoiler alert, it's me. I'm the real winner. I'm always the real winner. Even when I lose, I'm the real winner. Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm the best, so who else could be the real winner if not me? Okay, the exit's right there. At least it's nice and easy to get to, right? Now, do you mind, game? I was trying to not get wrecked by hitboxes that jut out a little further than the animation looks like they should. And the game really just ruined that for me, huh? Oh, hey, another power-up powder. I should really start putting these in storage or something. They're really just waiting until I get access to the weapon shop in the third area. Like, that is exclusively what most of these power-up powders are for. And the reason for that is, you notice, Tone's weapon has something called Quench on it, which makes it so you don't get thirsty as quickly. It's a really nice thing to have. But the weapon that you get it from is really bad. Particularly, like, it starts with really low attack, so you either have to have some way to get its attack up for a while you're leveling it up, or you have to do something else to solve that problem, like have a bunch of power-up powders on hand and just use those to level it up. You might be able to tell which strategy I'm going for. You might. Maybe not, but you might be able to tell which strategy I'm going for at the moment, you know? I'm not necessarily saying it's obvious, I'm just saying you might realize which strategy I'm going for. Sarcasm aside, it really is just much easier to just use power-up powder. Because unlike Bandit Slingshot, which is a relatively good weapon for the first two areas, there's, like, technically that weapon is really good against water enemies, which is the theme of the third dungeon, by the way, spoilers. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm pumped. Get it? It's funny because it's true. And hey, look, it gets a little bit stronger. Let's see, what should I slap in here next? We'll just double down on the Beast Hunter thing. I've just been slapping a bunch of extra Beast Hunters into this. And I've slapped 5 in, I still have 2 left. That's how many Beast Hunters I had, jeez. So we'll go with Earth and Mage Slayer next. Oh, I forgot to put in it the actually important thing that needs to be in it. Whoops. Also, I haven't gotten a single weapon in a lot of floors. And, like, RNG has just not been on my side recently. Like, I was recently playing, I recently did a bout of playing Hero on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you know. Smash Ultimate, the best game ever. Not really, but still a decent game. And I went, like... So I played for, like, an hour. I crit twice in an hour. And, in case you don't know, in Smash Ultimate, the character Hero has his own, thing where he has a chance to crit on any, Smash attack. And, you know, that's fine. And all a crit does is do more damage and send the enemy flying back further. So, you know, generally nice thing to have happen to you every once in a while. Not, like, necessary for you to win, but, like, your chance to crit isn't low. Like, it's not weird for, in a single match of, say, 3 stocks, for a hero to crit 2 or 3 times throughout that. That's pretty normal. I crit once in an hour. Record, most of those matches were only 3 minutes. Even with time calculated for finding a new opponent between them, like, it was not very long. And it is absolutely bonkers to me that it took that long for me to get a single crit. This is a king mimic, or is it? Oh, it's a chest. Please give me a weapon for Goro. Okay, that's not a weapon for Goro, but heck, I will take that. Okay, only need 3 more bandit slingshots now. As long as I don't do something dumb in the meantime. Which I will earnestly avoid doing. Also, I just realized that I should be using Zhao, and I should be using that bandit slingshot. Okay, so we're just gonna throw on any attachments that will increase at least a somewhat useful stat that I don't really care about. Just, you know, the same thing we were doing to Goro's weapon, pretty much. Just throw on the least useful attachments I have and keep leveling up that bandit slingshot. Get it up to level 5, break it down, and then I will once again have all the bandit slingshots I need to at this point in the game, which means I do not have to farm any, and I can just continue on with life. Which is a great feeling, to be honest. You don't want to have to farm bandit slingshots. Trust me, I've spent hours doing it already just to get the ones I have. Anyway, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.